Hey guys, Iceman here. And before I get started blabbling for just a minute, I'd like to thank my new patron, Axel. He just granted Iceman a generous offer, a generous patronage. So thank you, brah. Very generous of you. It rocks how I can play Diablo and make some monies. What the hell? Somebody needs a rush. Possibly I'll help them out after this video. We'll see. But yeah, the fact that I can make a little bit of money while playing this is awesome. Me's really like that. And I'm now getting like 23 bucks a month from Patreon alone. So if you guys want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. And thank you, Axel, for being my latest patron. Really appreciate you guys. But I was browsing around the interweb some, right? And this image came up. Check this out. Yeah, it's it looks like an image of Diablo, obviously. And it's the older version of Diablo, the one from Diablo 1, or potentially before then even. You can tell this by the soul stone that's in its forehead. The one in which, after slaying him in Diablo 1, the warrior, who went by the name of Aiden, ended up shoving that damn thing in his head, thinking he could contain the essence of Diablo and not allow it to take him over. But of course, from that came the story of Diablo 2, where Aiden escaped to the east and it started possessing him. And he turned into Diablo. Yeah, it was awesome. And I remember back when I was a little platypus, I played Diablo 1. And that's when I first started getting into this series. And I just couldn't believe how awesome and vast the world of Diablo was. And you know, the constant hunt for GG items was just so enthralling. And it still is. And then when Diablo 2 was announced, I was freaking stoked, bro. But what's weird is this image might have been accidentally released by Blizzard. Because apparently on like the Blizzcon fan website or something like that, or the Blizzcon official website rather, there was like a video of StarCraft and something to do with the soundtrack of StarCraft. And this image was on the thumbnail of it. And then not too long after, it was removed. So, like, someone in the Blizzard team might have accidentally had this image as the thumbnail for this StarCraft video in preparation for BlizzCon. It's hard to imagine how these things could occur, right, with such a huge company like Blizzard. So it's either there's a lack of responsibility there, you know, a lack of control. Maybe they have too many entities working at once. Or, and I reckon that this could be the case, this might have been intentional, because they know that the fan base is going to blabble about it. And everyone's going to get excited about it, you know. It might have been intentional, this act. Maybe Blizzard wanted us to find out, so that we're going to talk about it and we're going to get all hyped for BlizzCon. And this is their way of, you know, acting as if it was an accident and it's a little Easter egg or whatever in preparation of BlizzCon. That's my speculation. You know, they know we're going to talk about this, and they know it's going to get people really excited. And there might be something in general that's attractive when groups of people, especially a hardcore fan base of Diablo, are convinced that they found something that they shouldn't have just yet. So maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know. But it looks pretty damn official, this piece of Diablo here. And like I said, it was on the BlizzCon website, I believe, momentarily. So this could mean a few things. As everyone knows, there's going to be a huge Diablo announcement at BlizzCon. And it's the first day, the first big panel is dedicated to Diablo in the direction in which the series is heading. Now, what's really interesting, again, is how this is the Diablo 1 Diablo right here. So this could mean something going on before the events of Diablo 3, thank goodness, right? And something during Diablo 2 or before, even. So this actually resembles the original Diablo from Diablo 1, as far as I can tell. Like, the horns and stuff are all positioned correctly where it's the Diablo 1 Diablo, it seems. So people are speculating there could be a remake of Diablo. And I think that would be great. I mean, I would like a remake of Diablo 1 or Diablo 2. I think I'd rather have a remake of Diablo 2 because the game was more expansive. And it is more expansive. There's a hell of a lot more skills, or there are skills in general. Whereas Diablo 1, there were only spells that were basically for the sorceress class or sorcerer class. And the rogue and the warrior just had basic attacks. But they could utilize some of the spells. Like Stone Curse. I remember as the warrior, you could Stone Curse an enemy and turn him to stone. Then you could go and start slapping the shit out of him. So there's that. But there weren't any combat skills. It was just a basic attack. And with the rogue, it was just a single shot. So it's just, you know, the mechanics are so dated that if they were to remaster the original Diablo, I suppose I would hope that they implement a ton of new stuff. Like a bunch of skills and things like that. I know the fan base might be split on this. There's probably a lot of hardcore fans who want it to stay true to the original with just updated graphics or something. But really, it's just so simplistic after we get to play Diablo 2. You know, with the complexity of Diablo 2, I think it would be difficult to go back to those very, very basics where there aren't even any combat skills. And obviously, if you want to play Diablo 1 in all of its glory, you can go back and play it, you know? And I think the graphics look pretty cool in Diablo 1. They're more realistic. It didn't go to the super cartoony shit that they did with Diablo 3. It's very gritty and atmospheric, and people love that about it. So you can still play it, obviously. But I hope that if it is a Diablo 1 remaster, at this point, anyway, I think I would wage for it to have some changes to the mechanics. You know what I mean? But my mind might change on that. I don't know. After I see what, you know, could be offered in this, if this is the case, where there's a Diablo 1 remaster. Or this could be something before. This could be a Diablo 4 game where you play somewhere in the events before the original Diablo game. Or a small story that happens within the Diablo 1 game. But that would probably be kind of hard to fit in, it seems. But, yeah, a Diablo 1 remake with, like, skills and stuff, and maybe a few added characters, I think would be awesome. Or, like I said, this could be Diablo 4. It's hard to say. But what do you guys think? What do you want? And out of these three, I'm curious. Do you guys want a Diablo 1 remaster? Do you want a Diablo 2 remaster? Or do you want Diablo 4? I'd be really curious as to what you guys think would be the better way to go. But I mean, yeah, this image of Diablo looks very nostalgic, right? If it's in reference to the Diablo 1 Diablo. But anyway, I've been playing a ton of Diablo 2 lately. And a lot of you guys have seen my videos as of recently, and I did make one on this droid. And check this out. I'm 84 now. It just keeps getting better and better. It's, and I just destroyed, or actually, yeah, this is a new game. I was going to say, I already did the pits. I killed Andariel. I killed Mephisto. It's nice to finally be able to do some boss runs. Because with my Amazon, I just wasn't doing any boss runs because she can't teleport, you know? It's a Bozan. I don't like wearing Enigma with Amazons because their cast rate is so bad. So I would never do boss runs. And I don't do them often, either with this droid, but it's just nice to have the option. But it's getting better, man. And check this out. It has a 5.5k tornado damage. Oh, Look at this. A Superior Colossus Volge. And his Hurricane damage, 2400. Here's his gear, just real quick. Horrible Hodo, but I'm going to try to build another one. We'll see how that goes. Nice Jalals. Just the gear real quick. And I made a trading game and I traded for some GCs. I had this one. I found this one early on in ladder. And I just hung on to it. But I gave this guy like a two runes for 2 of these Grand Charms. I couldn't believe it. And I forgot what I traded for the other one. And I was in a Bell game the other day. Just my boy and I just running Bell. It wasn't a public bot game or anything. We were just walking to Bell. It's what we do. There's a lot of shit you can find on the way to Bell. It's an all 85 area, the World Stone Keep. So it's a great place to search for GG gear. But I couldn't believe it. And the minions, we murdered the minions, and all of a sudden they dropped this unique Grand Charm. I couldn't pick it up. My inventory was full. He couldn't pick it up either because he had a 35 Geats. So I arranged my inventory and I grabbed this thing. And I was like, holy shit, I'm glad he didn't grab it. But, you know, apparently he couldn't because he was already wearing one. And he didn't want to risk it because it was pretty good, a 35. And look at here. It rolled a perfect magic find. I don't know what the max gold find is. It might be 150. It's close. And I think vendor is 15, so not bad. But perfect magic find. This thing varies from 21 to 40. So this is GG, man. I was pleased to get that Geats. And I might be all set with the Grand Charms. I really don't like it taking up too much inventory space. And look at the resistances are awesome. I just need to get like a little small charm in my Cold will be max. Or make a better Hodo. You know, I could get 10 more res out of this thing if I roll a max Hodo. And then I could even remove, potentially, the out of the helm. But anyway. Oh, shit. It's plain. But, dude, look at this. Cold Steel Eye. This dropped in the pits. And how would it be to up this thing? This thing does a ton of damage. 248% enhanced damage and 50% deadly strike. It really wouldn't be a bad item to up. Like, say it's new in the ladder and you're a physical character, a barbarian or something. And you find this. You could up it and it wouldn't be bad. You know? With like the Pole, Lum, and something else I think is the recipe. Maybe a perfect emerald. Oh, man. It was a good find right here. If only this were ethereal. It rolled the 4 sockets even. But anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think this image is of Diablo that has emerged? And what do you hope it is? Ooh, I better identify these. Oh, man. Me's got to get off here. I've been on here too much. I got to go do something productive. This game's been a blast, man. I've been on here so much. But more videos to come with the Druid. So stay tuned for that. And like this video, and if you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. And you can also get some Super Iceman Vitality. Yeah, Mies makes this shit. It's good. It tastes great. Oh, shit. Already goatweed, sage, St. John's Wort, I think. Some good stuff in there. Okay, it doesn't taste great. That's very, what is it? It's dependent on one's opinion, obviously. So, it doesn't taste great in general, I'm sure. But nonetheless, you can buy this in the description below as well. But I'd really appreciate more patrons, man. This rocks. Like 8 patrons and counting. So I appreciate you guys. More videos to come. Peace with you.